Hey guys, it's Maya. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. Today I have a love reading for you. We are going to talk about how they truly feel about you. I have everything written down right here. So this can apply to if you have a specific person in mind, or if you don't have a specific person but you're just asking about like your next partner or your soulmate or whatever title you want to give this person who you energetically feel. We can definitely do that as well. So we're gonna see the current energies between you and your person. We're gonna get an energy check first, and then we're gonna do a deep dive into how your person is currently feeling about you. We're gonna see how they feel in their head, how they're feeling in their heart, and how they're feeling in their soul. We're gonna see what are their intentions and desires towards this connection. We're gonna get some messages and advice from Spirit, and I'm so excited because today I'm offering my first extended reading. So over in the extended readings, we're gonna see how do they think you feel about them. What do they wish they could tell you right now, even though, if they're not being completely honest? What do they want to tell you? What does their soul want to tell you? And then what are they going to do next? And we'll see if there's any actions coming up. And if so, we'll try to get some time frame. So there's a lot to go over in this reading, and I'm super excited. I have 4 options for you guys to choose from. And keep in mind, you could pick multiple groups for multiple different people. It definitely doesn't have to be just one group or just one person. You could also do it as like one group is about a person that you're thinking of, and then another group is more about like who your next partner might be. So it's truly up to you how you want to watch it. I have 4 piles, groups for you guys to choose from. Today I thought I'll show you guys the Two of Cups because I felt like that was a very appropriate / fitting card for this reading. So for group number 1, you get the Fountain Tarot deck. This is what the back looks like, and this is the Two of Cups. For group number 2, we have the Light Seers Tarot deck. This is what the back looks like, and this is the Two of Cups. For group number 3, we have the Waite Tarot deck. This is what the back looks like. And here we have the Two of Cups. And then for group number 4, we have the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. This is what the back looks like. And this is the Two of Cups. Okay, take all the time you need. You can pause the video now if you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with group number 1. Hey guys, if you chose the Fountain Tarot deck and this Two of Cups, then this is your reading. I'm just going to move your deck aside for a second. We'll just set it right here. So basically, I did mention all of this in the intro, but in here, we're going to look at the current energies between you and your person. So this is going to be like the energy check, and this can also be the way that you know if this is for sure your reading. If the energy check doesn't sound like you, then go ahead and check out a different group. So we're going to do a deep dive into your person's feelings after the energy check. With the deck that you chose, we're going to look at how they're feeling in their head. So this is more like the 3D way of thinking, more like ego can be involved in how they're viewing you in their head. And then we're going to see how they're feeling in their heart about you. And then we're going to see how they're feeling in their soul. So on a soul perspective and how their higher self is feeling about you. We're going to see what are their intentions and desires towards this connection. And then we're going to end off with messages and advice. And like I said in this reading, I'm so excited to be offering my first extended reading with you guys. We're going to look at how do they think you feel about them? And then we're going to see what do they wish they could tell you right now? And then we're also going to see what will they do next, any actions, and if so, what are the timings and time frames for that. So there's a lot to talk about in this reading. I'm just going to go ahead and get started with your energy check. So I'm going to do this in a person A, person B format. So that way, this is person A, this is person B, this is the mutual energy between you guys. And that way, it'll be up to you to decide which is you, which is your person. And keep in mind, if you find yourself in both groups, that's completely okay. It's very possible you guys could be mirroring each other as well. So yeah, I'm really excited. There's a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, how does person A feel about person B and this connection? So we get the person A is coming through as the hare and oak with new opportunities, the number 3. March could be significant. We have the 4 of cups on person A's side. We have the hanged man. Oh wow, this is very similar energy. And then we have nothing is yet set in stone with the mutable moon. Oh, interesting. I kind of want to talk about person A really quickly. Like, not really quickly, but I kind of want to talk about person A before I even flip person B over. Person A's energy is very optimistic. And I feel like towards this connection, it's like I don't see them actively chasing this connection. I feel like they've understood that nothing is set in stone with this connection. And I think they're not forcing it. And even with the new opportunities, I feel like person A's energy is very optimistic. They're very excited for their future. And I feel like with this hanged man, they're really going within to figure out what it is that they want and what they want to pursue, or what this relationship really meant to them. I feel like they're taking it in it's a very introspection type energy with person A. And then with the 4 of cups, again, I just don't think they're actively chasing person B. Interesting. Okay, let's look at how person B is viewing person A and how they feel about person A. So for person B, we have the salamander and black pepper with inspiration. Lizards could be significant. We have 17. Ooh, the 17th of a month could be significant for somebody. Ooh, we have the Ace of Wands. That actually goes really well with inspiration. And the King of Wands. What? If you know anything about the way I shuffle, I don't know what any of these cards are. I just channel the energy before I start the video. Whoa, this is the same. This is literally the same way to say 3 cards, but it's like the same message. And be bold and make the first move. Oh my God. Okay. This is actually really cute. I feel like, does that look weird if I said that there? I feel like person A and person B, it's very possible you might not have had a lot with this person. Like, this feels like a relatively new, even this kind of looks like they're marrying each other, the moons. It feels like a fairly new relationship. It doesn't feel like there's any expectations, and it doesn't feel like you guys have a huge history. Like, maybe you've had something very small, but it feels very new. And I think that's why it's so optimistic, because it's almost giving vibes of like 2 people that are just getting to know each other. And that's kind of what I was talking about with this 2 of Cups card too, because I was thinking about it. I wasn't talking about it yet. So you see how in this 2 of Cups, it's like they're both kind of like wishing upon the stars. I just saw 555. They're both like wishing upon the stars. It's like they're longing for each other in like the astral realm. Like, it looks very spiritual. It doesn't look like they're on Earth. It definitely looks like they're up in space, or it's like they're truly longing for each other. Their souls are truly longing for each other. So it's giving the vibes of like 2 people that might not have had a huge like history or past. Maybe you guys have, but I feel like there has been a break. So if this is somebody that you did have a relationship with at one point in time, I feel like there has been a significant amount of time that has passed, because it just feels like it wants to start over again, or it just feels like something that is kind of brand new. I definitely get that person B is more of the masculine energy and person A is more of the passive. Oh my god, I just had like a weird like twitching situation. Passive energy. This is more of the masculine and the dominant energy. This is more of the feminine and the passive energy. And it's almost like person A knows that person B is going to come to them. Because again, we're talking about a very stagnant energy. This person is not actively pursuing anything with person B. They're just waiting. They're just hanging out. I also feel like person A might not even be in the position to where they want a relationship, because something about the Four of Cups just always makes me think that like this person doesn't realize what's coming in, or they don't see it. And it's kind of just like person A is so busy doing their own thing that like they don't necessarily see this person coming in, and I feel like this is really going to catch them off guard when this person does come in their life. I also feel like person A is very goal-oriented. They're very hardworking. This is giving me the vibes of somebody that's really put themselves first. I feel like they have healed a lot in their past, but they really know what they want from the future, and they're not really dependent on a masculine, like they're not dependent on a guy. They're not dependent on a partner to give them X, Y, and Z. It's more that they are very happy giving things to themselves, and they're very happy exploring life the way they are. They're very content. I will say that person A is very content in their life, and that's why I feel like this person B, is going to come in when person A least expects it. And I feel like person A doesn't put too much pressure on a lot of things, especially this connection, you know, if you do have a person in mind. Because, you know, I'm trying to read for if you do or if you don't. But I feel like, say you do have a history with this person, person A is very much like, well, it is what it is. Like, if they come back, they come back. You know, nothing is set in stone, and that's okay. Like, they're very content with the idea of, like, anything could happen. It's a really nice energy, because I don't think person A is, like, clinging and holding on to person B. Now, person B, first of all, heavy fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Here we have water, because this, you know, obviously make me think of water because it's the ocean. Pisces energy here with the Hanged Man. And Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this card specifically is Cancer, I'm pretty sure. The Four of Cups is Cancer. This, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all of it, even the fact that this is the salamander with inspiration, this is making me think of a hot climate, just because like lizards. And it's so interesting because the like mascot for the fire signs are literally lizards. If you look at any traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, fire signs, their image is the lizard. So this is giving heavy fire. This could be kind of like a player or somebody that might not, I feel like they are genuine, but maybe they come off like they're not genuine, or maybe they're just like so attractive and charming and magnetic that people meet them and just automatically assume they're a player. But this is somebody that's very goal oriented. They're very artistic, creative, driven. They could be somebody that is kind of non-committal, but it also feels like if they were to meet the right person, then they would be committal. But it's like for them to just, like, I also feel like they're not actively looking for anybody either. But this energy, even the be bold and make the first move, I definitely feel like person B wants to make a move. Even the way the king, like, we can move this, even the way it's like the king is facing in the direction of person A, but the hair is like not looking at person B. Like the hair is just la-li-la, like la-di-da in their own life, doing their own thing, accomplishing their own goals, and they don't really notice that somebody is keeping an eye on them, somebody's keeping up with them. But person B, this King of Wands energy, is like fixated on person A. I also think that even though person B's energy is coming through as a very confident character, I feel like something about person A makes them nervous. And it's like they're trying to convince themselves to be bold and make the first move. And it almost feels like they're normally the ones to make the first move, but something about person A makes them nervous. And they're telling themselves, like, okay, you got this. Like, just do it. Just rip off the band-aid. Just talk to this person. Just reach out to them. I will say person B is very, very, very sexually attracted to person A. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, very sexually attracted to person A. Like, they're ready to offer you this thing that could look like this. It's like they are so ready. And I also feel like they really love that person A is so independent. Person A is very independent. They're just doing their own thing, and that is what is really attractive to person B. And they feel like person A is just very different from a lot of other people that they've come across. So I guess you guys could be anywhere. Like, maybe some of you have just recently met this person, or maybe some of you have been in a relationship with them a while ago. But if that is the case, I do feel like there is a break that had happened, because it just feels like a new energy. And for some of you, this could be a new person that's feeling this way about you, or that you're going to come into contact with this person soon. Now let's look at the mutual energies between you guys. Oh my goodness, triumphant success with the number 1. New beginnings, dude. That's what I was saying. There's heavy emphasis on like, this is a new connection. But again, if you have had a connection with this person, this is going to be a new beginning with them. That's exactly what, and even this is the number 1. It's the start of a cycle, the start of a new cycle. Even the ace here, it's very possible if you've had something with this person, it's going to be the masculine energy that is going to initiate this new beginning with this Ace of Wands. Yeah. And if something did happen in the past, I think I feel like it could have been person B that messed up in the past, because person A is so in their own world. Like, they don't even, it's not that they don't care, but they're so preoccupied. And I don't think person A would chase person B. I think person B has to be the one to go towards person A. 10 could be a significant number for somebody. Wow, this is also very straightforward. I feel like the King of Wands energy could be slightly possessive. But not in like a super toxic way, but it's almost like they get jealous because of person A. Or maybe they see person A is out with other people or dating, and they're slightly jealous about it. I feel like person B does have an ego, and that this telling themselves to come forward is them going against their ego. Like, their ego doesn't want them to reach out, but it's like they're telling themselves, just do it. Like, just reach out. Like, you clearly are longing for this person, so just do it. But I think their ego's getting in the way. And I was trying to say they could live in a hot climate, or they could be from a hot climate, because deserts makes me think of lizards, or just like a hot climate just makes me think of lizards, because I used to live in Florida, and there were lizards and snakes and alligators, like animals like that, just everywhere in Florida when I lived there. And T could be significant because this, but person A, like, bravo to person A, because they are truly not chasing this. And maybe because for some of you, you don't even know this person has their eye on you, or you don't even know that this person is about to come into your life. Like, I do feel like for person A, it's gonna catch them off guard, like, for sure. Wow, I love this energy. Okay, I'm gonna try to, hopefully all these cards can fit, and I don't like that glare. Well, I guess there's not much I can do about the glare. And even with this triumphant success, I do feel like communication is coming in. Okay, I guess we can try to keep it like that. So now, I feel like there is some kind of a soul connection between you guys though. Whether you know this person or you've never even met this person, I do think your souls are longing for each other, and I do think you're meant to come together at some point in time. So now, let's go ahead and see. I also feel like for some of you, person B feels like they messed up. They're like, I just hear someone saying like, damn, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I let them go. Can't believe I lost them. It's like, there is some regret. If that resonates, I feel like that might not be for everyone, but if that does resonate, there is some regret. For some of you, I do feel like you guys went your own separate ways for a while, because even the bunny or the hare is going in that direction. The lizard is facing that direction. So it's just making me feel like if you were a thing at some point in time, you guys definitely went your separate ways. Okay, so now let's see. And you know what? This definitely doesn't have to be like your person. If you feel like you're the masculine energy, then this is you. But if you feel like you're more of the feminine, then this is probably you. But I mean, if you're the feminine and you want to be the dominant one, do it. Like, you can pick any group that you want, A or B, it really doesn't matter. I'm just reading it as like how I feel it. Okay, so now we're gonna take a deep dive into your person's feelings with the tarot deck that you guys chose. We're gonna see how they're feeling in their head, how they're feeling in their heart, how they're feeling in their soul. What are their intentions and desires towards this connection? So first, let's pick the 3 cards. Let's see, how does, for group 1, how does their person feel in their head about this connection? Okay, so for group 1, how does their person feel about them and this connection in their head? For group 1, how does this person feel about them in their head? Whoa, the 10 of coins. Holy shit, what? How, what? Ten of Pentacles, but wait, what? Bruh, I don't even know how to like interpret that, but I would say for them in their head, if they're feeling the 10 of coins, they see you as like ultimate stability. Like ultimate stability. There's something about you, whether you've had a connection with this person or not, they see you as like very stable, which is interesting. Like, it's like you are the logical choice for some reason. You are the realistic choice. You are the stable option to build a foundation with. Okay, I am getting soulmate vibes because that's crazy. Let's keep going. Now let's get a card for how they're feeling in their heart. For group number 1, how does their person feel about them in their heart? How does this person feel about them in their heart? Aw, okay, a bunch of cards fell over, but this was the top one. Ace of Cups. So in their heart, they genuinely have love for you. This is a beautiful match because mentally, they're thinking, yep, this person is very stable for me, whether it's your personality, whether it's your work ethic, whether it's the way you treat partners or the way you are in a relationship. There could be a lot that goes into why they feel the 10 of Pentacles with you, and I was saying they feel like you're very different from other other people that they've met. So it's like there's something about you that's extremely stable, and I feel like in a world of instability, they're very attracted to how stable you are. Maybe it's even your emotions, you know, you're very stable, or you're very practical, you're very realistic, you're reliable. And then in their heart, the Ace of Cups is literally like, and the doves also make me feel like it's a very spiritual connection. I feel like in their heart, they have love for you, and they are like longing for you. Even the way that Two of Cups image was, it's like they're truly, I also feel like you guys could be mirroring each other, because these doves look like they're mirroring each other, whether you've met this person or you haven't, because there is some kind of a soul connection here. I can just feel it. So it's like whether you met them or you've never met them, you are mirroring them, and you're both longing for your soulmate, which is each other. So like that's what I mean when I say mirroring. But they have very genuine emotions towards you in their heart. They love you in their heart. Their cup is overflowing for you. But it's like there's a really good balance between their head and their heart. Logically and emotionally, they're very genuine towards you. Wow. Okay, so now let's see how is their soul feeling? For group number one's person, how do they feel in their soul? What is their soul craving? How do they feel about group number one? Oh, it's too many. How do they feel about group number one in their soul? King of Coins. And then you got the King of Wands and the Ten of Coins. They want to take care of you. Holy cow. The King of Coins is so stable. Like after the 10 of Coins, it's the King of Coins. Like you got, this is definitely, I feel like this is definitely either an earth sign or a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or they're a mix of the two. Like they're a mix of fire and earth dominant in their chart. In their soul, they just want to take care of you. They want to nurture you. They want to love you. They want to give you a stable life. But it's like they genuinely feel that. Like it's not like empty words, because this is like their soul. This is what their soul is feeling, is that they want to take care of you, and they want to offer you and give you the type of stability that you deserve. Because people can tell us empty words, you know what I mean? But it's like when we look at their heart and we look at their soul, it's like it's genuine. It checks off each other's boxes. It's not like because this would be different if like in the real world they're telling you that they want to provide for you and take care of you, but in their soul it's like a deceiving energy. You know what I mean? Like then I would be like, oh, this person's probably full of shit. But it's like, it's not. You get literally the King of Coins. And in my opinion, like the King of Pentacles, that's my favorite king. Like if I was to get any of the kings, I'd want the King of Pentacles. Because they're loyal, they're down to earth, they're stable, they're nurturing, they're grounding. This person probably has some kind of a position of authority in their career, or they're very financially stable. And I feel like this person is like your biggest supporter. Like it's like the cutest energy. They're like your cheerleader. They're your cheerleader. They will always be there for you to cheer you on. And I think that's why for some of you, if you have been in a separation with this person, it's like they do want a new beginning with you. Because they are like, you are the epitome of stability and femininity and nurturing and loving, like all in one. Like they've truly never found somebody like you. That's so crazy. I feel like their soul is also very down to earth and relaxed. And I feel like this person is very honest. They would not bullshit you. They would not lie to you. They're very, very honest about everything. This is also the type of person to where like they wouldn't just hang out with you just to hang out with you. And I was kind of saying that where I was like, they might be like flirty and like friends with benefits, but if they really like somebody, then they're gonna want that person and only that person. And maybe that's why they come off as a player. And if they are stable and they do have like financial stability. Maybe that's another thing that people view them as a player, you know, well, now this person's really attractive and they got money. Like, people would assume that they are a player, but I feel like deep down they're not. And they wouldn't entertain a situation that they don't want to be in. And if they don't like you like this, they wouldn't lie to you. They would tell you they're not interested. But like, we're tapping into them as they really are, uncovered, you know, without a mask on. Okay, so now let's see. I feel like we've already looked at what their intentions are, but let's just get some, we'll just get like 2 or 3 cards. What, for group number 1, what is this person's intentions and desires towards this connection? What is their intentions and desires towards this connection? Seven of Wands. What are their intentions? The Chariot. Wow, you got 2 sevens. 7, 7 could be 7. Oh my god. Guys, that just reminded me of Friends, where she's like 7, 7, 7. I didn't even mean to do that. I don't know if you watch Friends. It's one of my favorite shows ever, but ooh, and we were even talking about they ready to give you some. There's a lot of sexual tension here. That's so funny. I was trying to say July. Or 14. Let's see. Can we get some more cards on what are their intentions? What are their intentions and desires? Oh, it's too many. What are their intentions and desires towards this connection? Queen of Cups. And bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. Wow. I think that this person definitely wants an emotional connection, or I mean an emotional relationship. I think they already do have some kind of an emotional connection, whether you know this person or you don't. For some of you, I feel like it's possible this is a new person coming in. So we'll have to see in the extended when this connection could happen. But because it's, for some of you, it's just like they've never met somebody like you. But it's like they already have this love with this Queen of Cups energy. It's the type of energy, like I said, they would only tell you they care about you if they truly felt that way. And their true intentions, I feel like they want to come towards you. They want to have a committed relationship with you with this 4 of Wands. It's all about happiness, celebration, a long-term committed relationship. It could also talk about a happy home life. Some of you could be moving in with this person, you know, after you know them. Some of you, I mean, maybe you're currently living with this person, but I do feel like this would be something, I don't know if it's current. It could be. We have Aries energy here, Leo energy here, Earth. So, I mean, we have a lot of Earth, a lot of fire, and then we have a lot of water because this is Cancer. This was also Cancer. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like they want to solve some kind of conflict with you with the 7 of Wands. It's almost like they want to stop arguing. They want to end conflict. If for some of you, if in this connection you've had conflict with this person, I feel like their true intentions is to resolve that conflict and move into a more peaceful situation or move into a more loving situation. And I do feel like they want to communicate with you. Like they want to resolve something. For some of you, if you've had a connection with this person, they want to resolve something. Okay, cool. I think that's everything I see for this main reading here on YouTube. So in the extended reading, we're going to see how they think you feel about them. which, you know, they're going back and forth about making the first move. So I guess we'll have to see how they think you feel for what's like holding them back. And then we'll see, what do they wish they could tell you right now? And then we will see, what will they do next if they take any actions soon. And if they do, we're going to look at the time frame. So, okay. Oh, yes, I completely forgot. I have 3 cards of advice from Spirit. Oh my gosh. This peacock card has been haunting me. I say that in the most loving way. I love you, peacock. I love you, Spirit. I love everyone here. But it's like, this card has been haunting me. Why? I don't know. Every reading I've done lately, and this is from like a stack of like 70 cards. So I've just been seeing this like crazy. Anyway, peacock, self-love, time to celebrate you and all your magnificent light. You're special. Whoever you are, you're really special. And I think people around you can see that. And you're unique. And you're beautiful. You're very eye-catching. Ooh, we have yes, more confirmation. And the way she's like balancing that out makes me think of Libra energy. More confirmation. And then it says unbound, release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. I think if you're more person A, I think you're already doing that. Like, I feel like person A is in a very authentic way of living right now. And I think you are, if you resonate with this, your spirit guides want you to know that you are releasing soul patterns and generational curses, generational patterns. I think you're very much on the right track. Past lives. And I kept saying there's a soul connection here. Some of you could have actually had past lives with this person. Wow. Interesting. Maybe you've been trying to find each other for a lot of past lives. And again, this self-love, it's almost giving the vibes of like, you know, this will happen when you least expect it in a way. So love yourself oh my God. Love yourself is what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's everything I see for you, group 1. I do offer private readings if you're interested. The link to my Etsy will be in the description below. Please take good care of yourself. And yeah, if you're interested in all the stuff in the extended reading, I'm gonna have all of that linked in the description below. So if you would like to watch it, you should. I was gonna say something. If you would like to watch it, you should. You definitely don't have to, but yeah, if this is where I will leave you off, I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose the Light Seers Tarot deck and this 2 of Cups, this is your reading. So hello, group 2. This reading is all about how they truly feel about you. First, we're gonna go in with an energy check with the cards you see out here. And that's how you can know if this is your reading or not. If it sounds like your energy and your person's energy, then keep on watching the rest of the video. But if it doesn't, then go ahead and check out a different group. And then after the energy check, we're gonna do a deep dive into how this person is feeling about you. So we're gonna see, how are they feeling about you in their head, which is kind of like an ego thing, kind of very in the 3D world. How are they trying to view you? And then we'll see how they're feeling about you in their heart, and then how are they feeling on you in their soul. And then after that, we're gonna see what are their intentions and desires towards this connection, and then end off with messages and advice from Spirit. And then in the extended reading, we're gonna see how they think you feel about them, what they wish they could tell you right now, and what will they do next, any actions, and if so, are there any time frames? I see 111 on the time. So let me move this. I do want to say with this 2 of Cups, it always just makes me feel like 2 people that are very happy to be together. You guys could be like an interracial relationship. But it's like, it's just 2 people that definitely feel like they're with their soulmate. I love this card. It's a very genuine energy. Okay, there's a lot to look at right now. So This is going to be the current mutual energy between the two of you, whether you're in contact or you're not, whether you know this person or you don't. This is just going to be the mutual energy between you guys. And then this is person A, this is person B. The way we're going to do this is we're going to see how person A, how person A views person B in this connection, how person B views person A in this connection, and then we'll look at the mutual energies, and then we'll go in with the tarot deck that you guys chose. So you guys got a few extra cards. Person A got an extra card of these, and then person B got an extra card of that one. So let's just go ahead and get started and see, how does person A feel about person B? Oh yeah, and did I mention I'm doing the person A, person B format, so that would mean you could find yourself in either person. So, you know, I'm not saying this is you and this is them. So you're free to pick any side that you want to be. And then if you feel like you're in both sides, then it's very possible you guys are marrying each other. So let's go ahead and get started. For person A, we have 10, 25, we have 27 with the fox, and Ivy with adaptability. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, ho, ho, wow. And we have the 7 of Swords. If you know anything about the way I read, I don't know what any of these cards are until I flip them over with you. Wow. Person A is definitely giving someone with an ego. Okay. Have faith in your dreams. Whoa. Did you guys hear that? Was that an extra confirmation from the universe? Ooh, and we have a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Okay. Person A. Okay, hold on. Let me just flip over person B, and then we can talk about person A. So this is how person B views this connection in person A. For person B, we have the Trout and Lily of the Valley with purification. Trout and Lily could be someone's names. Ooh, we have Temperance. The Hermit, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And the 3 of Pentacles. Lovely. I love this energy for person B. Person B is definitely giving the one. Person A is giving a bit ego, and then person B is giving more, going through an awakening. Somebody that's very sure of who they are. Person B is not giving ego at all. And then we have, ooh, you both got Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Person A got a new moon in Libra, and person B got the full moon in Libra. Wow. Okay, interesting. So this energy, I feel like person A does have an intuition, and they do have that spiritual side to them, but I think their ego gets in the way of it. Because person B is giving heavy spiritual. Person B is definitely giving very, very in tune with their intuition, very psychic, very balanced. Especially how this is a full moon in Libra and this is a new moon. It's like person B is giving very, very balanced because they've already been through the entire cycle of a self-realization journey, a self-awakening journey, a spiritual journey. It's like they've already been through this, or they're already like, they've just been a very spiritual person for a while. They've been very in tune for a while, so they're already giving the full moon. Like they're already at the end of the cycle of balancing them out. They're giving very wise energy. It's like very wise, very, very intelligent person. I'm not saying person A is not, but I think person B is a bit more spiritually evolved. I think person A understands that they have an intuition and understands a little bit about spirituality, but I think they deny it. And that's why they're at the new moon phase. They're at the very start of the cycle. They haven't even dipped their toes into spirituality, but it's like they know something of it. I also feel like it's very possible person B introduced person A to spirituality in some way, or acknowledging they have an intuition. I want to say Trout and Lily could be somebody's names, because that always just makes me think of names. Trout and Lily with purification. Exactly. Person B is so spiritually evolved. Holy cow. They're giving like out of this world evolved. It's like the type of experiences that person B has been through and the type of wisdom that they hold. It's not something you could just read a book. You can't just read a book about it. You can't just watch a couple of YouTube videos, read a couple of books. It's like they've been through a journey. They've been through many, many things in their life to where they have become so evolved spiritually. And I think people know, and I feel like person A and just everyone else that meets person B, they just know they're a different breed. They're a wise person, they're an old soul. It's like everyone just knows that about person B. We have Virgo with the Hermit, we have Sagittarius with Temperance, and then Three of Pentacles, I'm pretty sure is Capricorn. And then we have Libra. And then the fish is making me think Pisces. Yeah, person B is very, very evolved. And it's like the type of wisdom that only comes out of experiences. I feel like person B doesn't entertain a lot of people. They probably don't really date around. I feel like person B is very sensitive to energies. So even friends, acquaintances, whoever person B keeps around them, it's by choice because they're very sensitive to energies. Person B is very psychic. They have a lot of psychic gifts. But I think specifically about this connection, they have gone through a lot of introspection. They've really, really weighed their pros and cons. They've really healed from this connection and looked at it from multiple point of views. And I feel like they truly understand where they stand with this connection now. I love this energy, beautiful energy. Person A is giving somebody, like I said, a bit of an egotistical person. The thing is, both people know that they are going to end up together, or it's like they know that they have some kind of a soul connection. I think person B is more aware of it. Again, the end of the cycle, the full moon, they're aware of it, and so they're not actively chasing it because they know that what's meant for them is going to find them at the right time. So it's like even though person B knows that person A and person B are probably going to end up together at some point in time, they're not chasing the connection. And I think person A is slowly awakening to realize that there is some soul connection with person B. I feel like it's possible person A has been having dreams about person B lately. And I think they know at some point in time they're going to have a new connection or a new romantic cycle with person B. So both people know, but I think person B is just all-knowing. Person B is the high priestess, literally. Now with the fox and Ivy, yeah, somebody's name could be Ivy as well, with adaptability. This is giving me like fire sign energy, somebody that's a bit of a player, somebody that's very on the go, they don't really like to settle down, or it's like they're keeping their options open, but they're very smart, they're very intelligent, and they could survive in any environment that they're put in. But it's just giving me vibes of like a go, go, go kind of an energy, even when it comes to dating. And maybe part of person A is denying that they feel this soul connection to person B. Like they're denying it. I feel like person B is more the person watching this video. And I feel like person A is more the person you're asking about. But again, this is general reading. That might not be for everyone, so you don't have to take that seriously if you feel like that doesn't resonate with you. But I feel like they've been dismissing it. They're not like, I feel like they're very practical, but a little too practical. They're a little too dependent on their five senses. They're a little too realistic. Where person B, it's almost like person B can like zoom out and see everything, see all the energies, see everything coming together, what little thing is doing what. Like person B sees the whole picture and is very abstract. But person A is very reliant on their five senses. And they're just like, well, it's giving stubborn, ego. And I feel like they're denying it, or maybe they have up until now, but I do feel like this person denies, even though you guys probably had an amazing time together. Like this card just makes me feel like two people having an amazing time. And when you're together, that connection is there, it's present, like that soulmate energy is there. But for some reason, this person like is denying it, or if you guys are in a separation, it's like they're really trying to convince themselves that they don't need person B. But it's like they're kind of annoying me because they're denying it, but at the same time they're like holding on to this connection. Because the Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to something, clinging on to something, unable to let something go. Because I think for some reason, like they somehow know that there's a special connection between the two of you. So they are like holding on to it, but it's like they're either lying about it, like they're acting like they don't care. They're acting like they moved on. They're acting like this connection doesn't affect them. They're acting very deceiving. It's kind of annoying me. They're being deceiving. They're just acting like their life is so great, but it's like they have unanswered questions, and it's like their intuition is telling them something, but like they're just not listening. But I don't like Seven of Swords energy. It's a very deceiving energy. It's the energy of somebody that thinks they're the smartest person in the room. And in this situation, it's like jokes on them though, because they are trying to think that they're smarter than spirit, or they're trying to think they're smarter than like, it's like they're telling themselves their intuition doesn't matter. All of this doesn't matter. The sign synchronicities they pick up on you doesn't matter. And even though deep down, and it's almost like they're telling themselves, it's like deep down they're holding on to you and they're like curious on where this connection could go, but they're telling themselves they don't need you. So there's heavy self-sabotage here, and they are trying to like outsmart themselves or outsmart spirit, which just doesn't really work. Adaptability also just makes me feel like somebody that can't really stay single. So maybe they're in like more of a player energy right now, but then they have feelings for you. Like what? Okay, whatever. So sorry, I'm not saying whatever to you. I'm saying whatever to them because they're just like kind of getting on my nerves. And maybe that's how you feel. Because I feel like I'm getting the annoying energy. Like I feel like person B is annoyed. Because I feel like person B is like, well, if you feel all these things, then why can't you just acknowledge it? Because I think person B is very in tune with their emotions, and they're very in tune with the world around them, but also like their intuition and everything. Person B, you are A+ person. And I can see the frustration. And the thing is, you're just too evolved right now. And you know what? You can't even get that mad at this energy because they're just at a different pace, and hopefully at some point in time they will evolve. But I think you are far more evolved than them. And there's not much you can do. And I think you know that. But there is something. I do feel like there is some soul connection here. Let's see what the mutual energy is. Okay, we have fertility, conflict, and defeat with the number 5. And then we have fertility with number 3. I feel like this is not literal fertility because this is to show the Empress card in tarot, the number 3 card, which is the Empress. The Empress is all about, I mean, she is about fertility, but she's also about nurturing. She's about the divine feminine. But in this scenario, I feel like there is a spiritual connection, but there is like conflict. This is giving you, and this is giving them. Because we were just saying, like, the energy here is literally, you know, the high priestess, literally the divine feminine, the empress energy, and that's what this number 3 is. And you see how she's all knowing, she's all powerful, she's one with the universe. But then on this side, it's like very hectic conflict and defeat. It's a very challenging image. It's like somebody running away from their own feelings, running away from their own intuition. And that's what we were saying, like, there's this heavy energy on this side that just like, it's literally this. It's this person trying to run away from themselves, but it's really leading them in circles. And you see how she's so peaceful in this image? Wow. Yeah. But I think mutually you also feel the conflict coming off of this person's energy, and I think mutually they are slowly awakening to the spiritual connection that you guys have. Very interesting. Okay, let me try to put this up here. I apologize, that ring light really does drive me crazy too. How can we fit all of this? There we go. We can try to fit it like that. That way you can still see a little bit of everything. I just heard person B say, "It is what it is. It is what it is." Yeah, I really like person B's energy. And I also feel like person B is the type of person, like, you're not going to force anyone to see your worth, and you understand that people have their own journeys to go through. Okay, so now, I just realized this after I set the cards out like this, but you see how they're both facing each other, and it's like, it looks like they're moving towards each other, or at least their energy is being drawn towards each other. They're looking at each other. They're wanting to go to each other. That is so cute. I do think there is a deep spiritual connection here, but I think that it's off balance right now. But yeah, but when you guys are together, you know, that energy is there. That love is there. Okay, so let's see. It's funny how, like, I was saying this is giving the feminine energy and this is giving the masculine energy, and it's literally a feminine person on this card and a masculine person in that card. That's interesting. Okay, so now let's go into the deep dive and let's see, how does this person feel in their head? How do they feel in their heart? And how do they feel in their soul? For group number 2, how does their person feel about them in their head? Okay, for group number 2, how does this person feel about them in their head? And keep in mind, the head is more of an ego response. How does how does group number 2's person feel about them in their head? I will say I do feel for this group. It is a bit challenging. How does group number 2's person, wow, feel about them in their head? Literally the same card. Conflict and defeat, 5 of Swords. This is the same card. This is the same freaking card. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm annoyed for you. Because person A is just straight denying it. And I think the way they feel about you in their head is conflict and defeat. It's the same thing. There's a lot of mental conflict. And you see this freaking little crow right here whispering like things into this person's ear. It's like that's their ego. That's their little devil sitting on their shoulder. That's the annoying energy I've been feeling this entire time, because in their head, they're really trying to convince themselves they don't care, but it's just leading them to mental conflict. They're self-sabotaging to the max, and they're the reason they're feeling this way, like straight up self-sabotaging to the max. So in their head, there's a lot of conflict, and I feel like that's everything we've already been talking about. There's a lot of self-sabotage and there's a lot of conflict, and they're listening to their ego. They're listening to the little devil, and it's leaving them emotionally unfulfilled. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I wouldn't even get to the hard part. Okay, how does group number 2's person feel about them in their heart? We see how they feel in their head. How do they feel in their heart? The Star. They're wishing for you. They're wishing for you. A few other cards flipped out, but this is the only one that flipped out upright. And if something like that happens, I only take the ones that's facing upright. 23, 23 all the time. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is like really annoying, and I'm really sorry if you've been feeling this. Especially if you are, you know, as intuitive as I think you are, then you're heavily feeling them. It's like you can heavily feel them thinking about you and have feelings for you, and like the spiritual connection between the two of you. But then in the 3D, they act so distant. They act like they don't care. But you know what? I'm here to tell you that they're very emotionally unfulfilled. Even if they seem like they're having a great time, if they seem like they're dating or they're doing whatever it is, like they act like they're having a great time, deep down, they're not. Like in their heart, they're longing for you, they're wishing for you. There's a lot of mental conflict, but again, that there's a sense of ego on this side. Again, I feel like it could be a fire sign person, but there's a sense of ego, and they care so much about their image. Like they care so much about their image, about how people view them. So yeah. That's annoying. I'm really sorry. And then in their heart, they are longing for you. We have Aquarius energy here with the Star. It's almost like their soul is longing for you. I also feel like they do try to keep themselves busy so they don't have to think about you. But then whenever they even get a second to themselves, they're longing for you. Even the fox, it's like cunning, you know, it's like the fox is like luring around in the dark. It's like a deceiving energy. But the thing is, they're really they have genuine feelings about you, but they're deceiving themselves. Okay, so now how is their soul feeling about group number 2? How is their soul feeling? We get the Knight of Pentacles. About how their soul is feeling. The way I would interpret that is their higher self is telling you right now that they have a lot of work to do on themselves. This could be a slow moving connection. The Knight of Pentacles is a pretty slow moving energy, but it's almost like they do feel all of this, but then it's like they have a lot of work to do on themselves, on their inner self, if that makes sense. Can we clarify how this person is feeling in their soul? Wow, that was way too many. Can we clarify how this person is feeling in their soul about group number 2? How are they feeling in their soul about group number 2? Oh my gosh. They're like, why are you tapping into my energy? They're not giving me another card. I will say this person is slightly stubborn. How, can we try one more time? How does this person feel about group 2 in their soul? Okay, we get the 6 of Swords. Yeah, I think in their soul, they're trying to find peace within themselves. The 6 of Swords talks about moving from a turbulent situation into more peaceful waters. And I think what their higher self is trying to tell you right now is that this person has to figure out who they are first and move to a more peaceful situation in their life before they can come forward to you. And in the extended reading, we're going to see what their actions are and what's going to happen and like time frames and stuff. But what their higher self is telling you right now is this person has a lot of growth to do. Emotional, mental, spiritual growth. Whereas you are evolved, my friend. You are evolved. If you resonated with person B, you are like a light worker. You're very, very evolved. But their higher self wants you to know that before they can come forward to you and offer you the type of relationship that you deserve, they have a lot to work on themselves. And I think they're, yeah. We will look at a time frame in the extended, but yes. But I will say their heart is longing for you. I also feel like they look for you in other people too. And I think that's another reason they're so mentally conflicted, is they're telling themselves they can find somebody else to replace you, but they really can't. Because you're one of a kind. Especially even that sense of depth that person B has. It's like you don't just find that in anyone. Okay, what else? So now let's see, what are their intentions and desires towards the connection? That'll be the last thing that we talk about. So group number 2 is person. What are their intentions and desires? Group number 2 is person. What are their intentions and desires towards this connection? This person definitely has a lot of growth to do. 3 of Cups, aw. What are their intentions and desires towards group number 2? Oh, that's too many. What are their intentions and desires? Aw, they're longing for you. They're longing, bruh, bottom of the deck. Why is she so pregnant in this deck? It's interesting because we have a message of, so this is the same card. This is the Empress. This card is the Empress. But it's so interesting how this talks about fertility and then she's so pregnant. I feel like they do want some kind of a long-term relationship with you. But it's like they need to get their life in order first. But their true intentions and desires is, for one, I think they miss your friendship. Because this card is just really makes me think of a close friend group. Maybe you guys considered each other really good friends. Or remember I was saying like they try to find you in other people and they can't. So it's like not just are they missing like the relationship aspect, but they're also missing that friendship that you guys developed. This 2 of Wands, I feel like they're longing for you. They're really longing for you. They're reminiscing. But at the same time, they want to keep their options open, which is where I think they have a lot of self-realization to go through. But I think ultimately they really miss you. They miss your friendship. And I think they do see you as like marriage material, like starting a family with you, if that's something you want. I feel like they could see you like as having kids with them and stuff like that. I think they do have intentions to one day being in a committed relationship with you. And with this Two of Wands, it also gives me the energy of somebody that feels like they messed up. Interesting. Okay, I have some cards of advice, and after this we will look into the extended reading. So we have Owl, Sight. Detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. Exactly. And this is for you, the reader, which I feel like is person B, but that's exactly what Spirit is saying. It's like, you can't control this person. You can't control the fact that they are very slow in their journey. You can't control that they're self-sabotaging, which is prolonging their journey. Like, you can't control nothing about this. So it's like, you're wise enough to realize that you have to detach your emotions and just continue to live your life. Yes. What? But I just said yes because I was like, yep, that's what Spirit wants you to say. And then this card literally says yes. Just say yes. Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. What was I saying? I said you are a star seed. You're a light worker. You are the high priestess. Wow. Person B, whoever I'm talking to, you give me chills because you're amazing. And you have a lot of spiritual gifts that I think Spirit wants you to put yourself out there. Like, whether that's getting your own deck and giving readings, or whether that's becoming a healer in some way, whatever it is, you feel like you have your gifts. It's like, whatever it is, I feel like you were put on this earth to share those gifts and to bring awareness to spirituality. Ooh, within the next few months. What's that talking about? Interesting. Okay, maybe you can expect something within the next few months, but in the extended reading, we're going to see how they think you feel about them, which could, be hindering them reaching out to you. We're going to see what they wish they could tell you right now, and what will they do next. Any actions, and if so, any timings. And then we can also see what could potentially be happening in the next few months. But if this is where I will leave you off, then group 2, thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you for all the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you felt like I was able to give you an accurate message. That would just mean the world to me. But I do offer private readings if you're interested. The link to my Etsy is in the description below. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose this Rider-Waite Tarot deck and this Two of Cups, this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say I get a very genuine energy from this group. It's very genuine, and I feel like both people really do care about each other, and there's like some kind of a longing and like a spiritual connection with each other. So it feels very genuine, and it does feel very, very loving. I did want to say that right before we started. So, hey guys, thanks for being here. In this reading today, we're going to talk about how your person truly feels about you. So we're going to do current energy check between person A, person B. Keep in mind, you could be either person. I do it this way so I'm not like forcing you to be on one side or the other. It's just whatever feels right to you. And keep in mind, if you find yourself in both groups, then it probably means that you both are mirroring each other. And I kind of get that too with this card and this energy. I feel like both people are kind of mirroring each other for this group. And after the energy check, and that's also another way you can know if this is your group or not. So if it doesn't seem like your energy, then feel free to check a different group. But after the energy check, we're going to do a deep dive into your person's feelings. We're going to look at how they're feeling in their head, how they're feeling about you in their heart, and how they're feeling about you on a soul level. I just saw 1, 2, 3. And I want to say, I saw 4, 4, 4 when I was gathering the cards for this group. So I thought that might be a specific number for somebody. And then we're going to see what are their intentions and desires towards this connection. and then messages and advice from Spirit. That's what we're going to be doing here on YouTube. And like I said, I'm offering my first extended reading. So excited. So in the extended reading, we're going to see how they feel, or wait, how they think you feel about them, what they wish they could tell you right now, and what are they going to do next. And if they do plan on doing something next, then we're going to try to get a time frame for you guys. So basically, this is person A, this is person B, this is the mutual energy we'll look at the end. So let's just go ahead and get started with person A. We're going to see, how does person A feel about person B and this connection 222 on the time. Ooh, 10, 20, 30, 4. 34. Somebody could be 34 years old. What a beautiful image. I love the snake. The snake and fern with starting over. This could also be, someone's name could be Fern, or you could be named after a plant in some way, like ivy, lily, you know, with starting over. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have Justice. Damn, there's a balancing act going on over here. We got Libra energy, and Two of Pentacles, I think, is Capricorn. Hey, and another earth sign. It says your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So that's person A. Now let's look at how person B is feeling towards person A. Oh wait, I flipped the wrong card over first. It says communication is key, new moon in Gemini. We have the Spider and Passion Flower with creative ingenuity. And the number 2. I saw 222. So 22 could be significant, 222. It's interesting how both of these are like peculiar animals, because this is a snake and a spider. So I think you guys are very unique in your own ways, but you're very different. There's a unique aura to you. Creative ingenuity, okay. Ooh, we got the Devil. And the Wheel of Fortune. You got 2 major arcana for person B. 10, 15. There could be a 5-year age gap. The 10th or a 15th could be a significant date. And then we have communication is key. Interesting. I think person A is debating. Whoa, I just saw crazy synchronicity. The time on my digital clock says 4:52 p.m. And then I looked up at my monitor, because I can see all of this on my monitor. And the recording time was at 4:52. And that's the same time that's on the digital clock, or it was in the moment that I saw it. So that's crazy. We can take that as another confirmation. I think person A is debating if they want a new beginning with person B, because we have starting over, but then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is kind of like contemplating, not sure. Maybe person A has other people they're dealing with, other people they're talking to, entertaining, or maybe there's like something going on in their career, but it's kind of giving the vibes of like somebody that's contemplating and debating and going back and forth on if they want a new beginning with person B. And I think they're really trying to figure out what the right choice is, what the right answer is. There could be some kind of a truth that they're after or that they're seeking. And then your dreams need a practical plan. Interesting. But I feel like person A is just contemplating, but they're not actually doing anything, which is, I think that's where this card comes in, because Spirit is saying, well, person A, if you want a new beginning, then you're going to have to act on it. or then it's like you're gonna have to like drop these other people that you're entertaining or whatever it is. But I feel like person A like has this idea of something that they want, but they're either too scared to go after it, because I think person A seems like a very logical person, especially with the Justice card here. They seem very logical, they seem very realistic, practical, they think with their five senses. Like, I don't think they have a crazy intuition that they listen to. I mean, I'm not saying intuition is crazy, but you know, for some people, their intuition is a lot stronger. And I think they don't have that. And I think they're very practical and they're just really debating on what to do in this connection. This could definitely be an earth sign person, doesn't have to be, but they could have that mentality of being very grounded, very down to earth. They don't really have a huge imagination. But I think they're debating on if they want to start over. On person B's side, I think person B wants to communicate with person A, especially because we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. I think they want to communicate with person A. But I think person B is more of the free-spirited person in this connection. They're more, oh, we'll leave it up to fate. Oh, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. Especially because the Wheel of Fortune is very much leaving it up to fate. Wheel of Fortune is very unpredictable. You can't control it and you can't plan it. And I think the person B is as in like, their mindset is like, oh, like if we're meant to communicate, we'll communicate. If it's meant to happen this way, it'll happen. Like, it's giving very polar opposites. But I think person B might have something they want to say to person A, or maybe the last time person A, person B communicated, there was things left unsaid and person B is like, let's just communicate, and then we can like talk through it. It's interesting. Oh my God. It's interesting. They got through. Oh my God. Maybe communication is key. Maybe there is some throat chakra blockages. I'm going to sip my water really fast. Maybe there were misunderstandings between the two of you. I was going to say it's interesting that there are two major arcana cards here. Here we have all the fixed signs with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So that means we have Taurus twice. And then we have Capricorn with the Devil. And then we have Gemini. We have Capricorn twice. But person B seems very, very creative, very free-spirited, free-minded. They follow their own rules. They live by their own rules. They're very go with the flow. This Devil card is interesting. I think person B can tend to be kind of anxious, or it's like they're really listening to the little devil on their shoulder. Or person B is like too, like, it's like, okay, let's see what this is, because I'm kind of confused. Oh, we have Harmony, the number 6. We have Hope with the number 17, and we have Accelerated Motion with the number 8. So this is mutual energy. Interesting. Hope, Harmony. Somebody's initials could start with an H. I mean, their names could start with an H. Or H could be a specific place, city, country, a coffee shop, or like a place you guys met. Okay, clearly there is a spiritual connection between the two of you, and there's mutual emotions. And look, that's what I was saying. It kind of feels like this, feels like the same energy of two people longing for each other. I think both parties want this to work out. I think both parties have genuine feelings for each other. And it's like both of them are okay, this is what's going on. I think both of you guys, person A and person B, are wishing, hoping, wishing on a star, but nobody's doing anything in real life. Even with your dreams need a practical plan. Communication is key. Like, nothing's happening in real life. You guys aren't talking. You're not planning on anything. And I think that was what I was trying to say with this card too, is like, person B is so just like, oh, like if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. And with the devil, it's almost making me think that like they believe that to such an extent that they're not actively pursuing it. So it's like self-sabotage in a way. I just saw 1212. But I feel like both of these people are like longing and hoping and wishing for each other and person B, I mean person A, even if they don't realize it, they're still like manifesting, or they're still hoping, because especially if they're contemplating on wanting to start over with person B, then there is hope and there is trust and there's wishing. But it's like nobody's doing anything in real life. This is all like, what is the word? There's a specific word I'm thinking of. It's all like in the fairy tale world. Like, it's all like in La La Land, kind of. Like, there's no 3D efforts. And I think maybe you guys are at a crossroads because of it. I also think person B is like just doing their own thing a little bit. I think they're either like following their hobbies, their passion with this creative energy. I think they're just like keeping their mind off of it or doing their own thing. But I feel like I do think both people are longing for each other. Interesting. The energy is slightly confusing, but let's keep going and let's just see like what's going on as we get into the detailed part of the reading. I like this Harmony card. This is actually the first reading this card came out in. And when I first like started getting all the cards out, I specifically thought about this card. I specifically was thinking about it. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool if that card came out for a mutual energy. Because it really is like two people longing for each other. She even has like, I think they're getting married because there's an archway and she has a ring on and like it's glowing around their hand. So I think these people like just got married in this image, but I think it's really cool. 8-6, there could be a 2-year age gap or something like that. Okay. So now with the deck that you guys chose, let's see. Let's see what's going on with group number 3's person. I also think with this devil card, I think person B is being a little negative about this connection. And I think they're like, keep telling themselves it's not going to work out. Like, as much as they want it to work out, it's like that little devil on your shoulder. It's like keeping you from communicating, keeping you from acting on it. But it's just like you're telling yourself, oh, it's not going to work out. It's fine. Like, let's just move on. But something is just like calling you back to this person. Okay, so let's see for group number 3, how does this person feel about them in their head? Okay, for group number 3, how does this person feel about group number 3 in their head? Whoa, way too many. How does this, oh my God. How does this person feel about group number 3 in their head? Page of Pentacles. How does this person feel about group number 3 in their heart? Aw, where the heck did you go? We get the 10 of Cups for how they feel in their heart. That's really cute. And then how do they feel about group number 3 in their soul? How do they feel about group number 3 in their soul? Oh, you got two, Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. They definitely want a new beginning with you. So, okay, let's just go in order. So in their head, they are coming through as the Page of Pentacles. So in their head, they are feeling like, one, they feel like they might not have enough to offer you, or they feel like they could only offer you something small because they don't know if you would reciprocate. And they also feel like they would have to come in with something tangible, like something reliable, something sturdy. Because maybe, you know, maybe the first time around you guys didn't have a sturdy foundation. Maybe there was a lot of words, no actions. But I feel like in their head, they really want to have action. Like they want to actually do something instead of just, like this wouldn't, like I feel like it's more than them just wanting to tell you how they feel. It's almost like they want to offer you something, but that's how they feel in their head, is that they think the best way to go about this is to offer you what they want to give you. And for some of you, that could be, you know, starting over. If you've had a relationship with this person, it doesn't have to be like an actual relationship, but it's like whatever you had with them, it's like they just want to have a new beginning with you, but they want to offer you something stable. But again, this is in their head, so we don't know yet what they're actually going to do. But in their head, they want to give you a real offer. In their heart, in their heart, they feel the Ten of Cups, which is essentially the same thing as what we're seeing here. Ten of Cups is like happily ever after, marriage material, kids, a happy home life. So in their heart, they are longing for you. They are longing for a long-term connection, a long-term relationship with you. They do have, they're 10 out of 10 when it comes to emotions for you. They do love you. I would say this person truly loves you. And that's how they feel in their heart. And in their soul, they want they want clarity. And look, I think one or both of you already know that something needs to be talked out. Something needs to be talked out. There was some kind of a misunderstanding. Something really needs to be talked out. And I think their soul is also longing for clarity with you, with this Ace of Swords. Not only is it longing for a new beginning, but it's longing for clarity and communication. Their soul also wants to offer you a cup of love. You get this Knight of Cups. They definitely have more feelings than they are showing you. And I also think that if they were to come forward, they would not express the extent of their feelings for you. They would only give you bit by bit with this like Page of Pentacles. Like they would only give you a little bit here and there. I don't think it's like they feel a lot more than they tell you. Especially on a soul level. Their higher self is really saying like this person cares about you a lot. And they want a relationship with you, but maybe they're not gonna say it right away. But I do think their soul is longing to have some communication with you and some clarity with you. Spirit can show you signs and synchronicities, like the way she's looking up at this shooting star. Like there could be signs and synchronicities in your everyday life. Interesting. Okay, so now let's see, what are their intentions for group number 3? What are their intentions and desires? I mean, the person for group number 3. What are their intentions and desires towards group number 3? What are their intentions and desires towards group number 3? So this person that group number 3 is thinking of, this person. What are, well, too many. What are their intentions and desires towards this connection? Two of Wands. What are their intentions and desires? Well, What are their intentions towards group number 2? I mean 3. Oh my god, sorry. What are their intentions towards group number 3? These cards are just bouncing all over the place. What are their intentions towards group number 3? Page of Swords. What are their intentions for the time being? Oh my god, you get like 5 cards. Oh, I just saw 2, 2, 2. Okay, I guess I'll take all of them. You get the Wheel of Fortune again. And then we get the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so for their intentions and desires, they do want a new beginning with this Death card. Death talks about something coming to an end so something else can begin. They want some kind of a rebirth in this connection. And I think they want to take it slow. I don't think they want to rush into anything. Because again, they're hesitant on how you would react. But I do think they want to offer you, an actual relationship this time. Like, it's not just like friends with benefits. It's not just a talking situation. I think this time they genuinely will offer you a relationship. Or that's what they want to, at least. Is they want a relationship with you. This Wheel of Fortune again. A part of this seems like destined. Because the Wheel of Fortune can also talk about something that's meant to happen, something that's meant to be, something that's destined to be. So it's very possible that they do feel this soul connection between the two of you. And I do feel like saying, if you guys are in a separation right now, it is for the best. Like, the separation was meant to happen. The separation was meant to happen, so you could come back together stronger. I do think they have intentions of communicating with you, but it'll be very small. I do think they also keep up on you on social media. And I think they would want to take it slow. I don't think they would want to rush into a committed relationship just yet. But I also think there's just a level of hesitancy because they don't know how you would react, I think. Interesting. Yeah, in the extended, we're going to see how they think you feel about them so we can see why they're hesitant, to see if they do feel like that you think a certain way about this. Aw, they also want to like take you traveling or like explore something with you, explore the world with you, travel with you. This is the Sun in Aries. So it's a very fiery, climatic energy. It's a very, very optimistic energy. There's a lot of passion here for sure. Okay, so now I have some oracle cards for advice. We have Hedgehog, Acceptance, Embrace Who You Are. We have Trust. Interesting. And I know I was saying there's a lot of just like spiritual manifestation and not a lot happening in the 3D. But I think Spirit just wants you to continue to trust and have hope. I think that it will pick up though, because we have accelerated motion here. So even if it seems to be going a bit slowly, I think it will pick up as time goes on. Yeah. There could also be, with this cards here for person B, there could also be a message on like, for person B, something is like really, really drawing them to person A. Like there's just something very magnetic about person A, but person B is denying it. Because again, the Wheel of Fortune, like we're saying, it could talk about destiny, something that's fated to happen. And then the devil can talk about denying it, which could lead to self-sabotage. Ooh, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Interesting. And your deepest calling could be about this. It could be about some kind of communication, because that sword, you know, the Ace of Swords, it just always makes me think of communication with somebody. So if some of you are like longing and feeling that you need to reach out, that you need to reach out to this person, you should. I think Spirit wants you to do that. Okay, cool. I think that's everything I see for the reading here on YouTube. And now, like I said, in the extended, we're going to see how they think you feel about them, what they wish they could tell you right now, and what will they do next if there's any actions. If so, what will be the time frame? So, yep. And if this is where I leave you off, then thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you for being so supportive. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like I was able to give you an accurate message. I do offer private readings if you're interested. The link to my Etsy is in the description below. Take great care of yourselves. Have a great start to your new year, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys. Hey guys, if you chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck with this Two of Cups, this is your reading. I'm just going to move this aside for a second. So basically, in this reading, we are going to see how does your person truly feel about you. We're going to look at the current energies between you and your person with this energy check. We're going to do it in the person A, person B format. That way, I'm not forcing you to pick a side, and you can kind of just see whatever resonates with you and choose your side, and the other side would be your person. And also I wanted to say that if you feel like you resonate with both sides, then that's okay. It's possible that you guys are mirroring each other. And then say if you don't have a person in mind, that's okay too. We can watch this as a hypothetical person that's thinking about you, that could be coming into your life soon, that you haven't met yet, but maybe you energetically feel them. So and the energy check is the way for you to know if this is your group or not. So if it sounds like your group, then keep watching the rest of the video. But if it doesn't, then go ahead and check out a different group. And then after the energy check, we're going to look into a deep dive into your person's feelings. We're going to see how they feel about you in their head, how they feel about you in their heart, and how they feel about you in their soul. What are their intentions and desires towards this connections? And then we'll end off with some messages and advice from Spirit. And I'm so excited. Like I mentioned, I am offering you guys my first extended reading ever. So in the extended part of the video, we're going to see how do they think you feel about them? What do they wish they could tell you right now? And what will they do next? Any actions? And if so, what are the timings? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First, let's look at how does person A feel about person B and this connection. Ooh, we get 10, 20, 26 with the B and pomegranate with productivity. Ooh, okay, cool. We get the Hierophant, the number 5. And the Moon. Whoa, we have 2 major arcana for person A. That's very cool. I also want to say, when I was shuffling the cards for this, while I was trying to channel the energy and shuffle the cards were falling out so peacefully and gracefully, and I didn't really have to try. So I feel like this is a very spiritual group. And then we get 2 major arcana here, so that is even more indication that you guys are very spiritually guided, whether that's this relationship or whether it's just you in your everyday life. My cats are fighting. Hey, okay. And then they get the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. Ooh. The vibes I get from person A, it's very, very nice. I feel like they're very in tune with their emotions, and they're also very in tune with their intuition. And I feel like they know deep down that there is something going on, something more going on with this connection between the two of you. And the thing is, but they're not, like, they know they're going to receive the answers. So they're not so caught up in chasing the situation or chasing the other person that's involved. And with this productivity, it just makes me feel like this person is keeping busy, you know, like a busy bee. They're keeping busy. They're doing their everyday things. They have their hobbies. They have their career, their friends, their social life. And it's like they continue to live their life as they want to, because deep down they know that whatever it is that's going on in this connection, they know that they'll get answers to it. With this Hierophant, it makes me feel like maybe you guys were in a committed relationship, or person A wants a committed relationship out of this connection. The Hierophant is, oh, I don't remember what the zodiac sign is. The moon is Cancer, and then we have Gemini here. So those could be signs that are significant. And then we also said 26. And then this is 18 and 5. So those could be significant numbers. Ooh, May 18th could be somebody's birthday. This is also kind of off topic, but I feel like person A is pursuing some kind of a career that is like in a high ranking situation, because the Hierophant is kind of like the Pope. So I don't know, for person A, they could be trying to achieve something that is bigger, like a lot bigger than themselves. Okay, let's see how person B feels about person A. We have the Martin and Foxglove with Mischief with 10, 24. Ooh, so we have 26 and 24. That could literally be somebody's ages. That could be a birthday number. You guys could have a 2-year age gap. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Tower. Interesting. I remember these two fell out together at the same time too. The Page of Pentacles and the Tower, and then balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Wow, I definitely feel like both of you are very spiritually tapped in. Like, you don't have to be like super spiritual, but you're at least in tune with your intuition, which says a lot. I feel like person B definitely, you know, went through some kind of a tower moment here. Oh, bless you. Definitely went through some kind of a tower moment here. And it's almost like they're starting over. Now, this tower moment could have been in like a career situation, or it could have just been that if you guys, you know, stop talking or are in a separation right now, it really caused shit to hit the fan for this person. I feel like person B could have been more of the rebellious type, or the type that didn't really take a lot of things seriously. They kind of just did whatever they wanted. And then the moment like something happened between the two of you, it caused them to have this tower moment, almost like an ego death. And it made them realize a lot of things, made them realize like what's important to them. And I feel like they kind of had to start over in their own life, in their way of thinking, whatever it may be, but they had to start over at the beginning. This is Scorpio energy here. And then we have Pisces. So we have heavy water on person B's side. But I do feel like person B also wants something stable with person A. The Page of Pentacles always makes me think of a very stable and reliable offer, something that you can actually build off of. It's not just empty words, but it's also the actions taken towards whatever this person is saying to you. Ooh, maybe the first time around they did give you empty words or sweet nothings, and it kind of fell apart on them, and then they realized that, wow, like if I want this to work with person A, then I would need to build a stable foundation. Because with the Tower right here, it's making me think that maybe the first time around you guys built a foundation that was maybe based on lies, or like maybe somebody wasn't being honest, you know, or like one person wanted a relationship, the other one didn't, and you just like built a foundation that was not sturdy. And then it fell apart, and I feel like this person realized a lot once it fell apart, and now they're like, okay, like if we're gonna do this again, then I have to be able to offer the person this level of foundation that we can actually build on. I do feel like person A is a bit more spiritually and mentally, emotionally aware and more evolved than person B. But I feel like person B is getting there, especially with the balance, practicality, and spirituality. I feel like they're slowly getting there. Interesting. pomegranates. Pomegranates also talk about intuition. I literally saw this video on TikTok the other day that said that, like, if you eat a lot of pomegranates, it'll help you become more intuitive. I don't know if that's legit, but I'm gonna try it out. But I read that, or I saw that the other day, and then pomegranates also make me think of fertility. So maybe some of you like thought of having a family with this person, or oh my god, I got a very specific scenario which is not going to resonate for everyone, but it's like this tower. So like, say person A wanted to have kids for their whole life, and they told person B, they were like, hey, like, I want to have kids, so like, if I'm in a long-term relationship with somebody, like, my end goal is to get married and to have kids with this person. And then person B is like, oh yeah, like, sure, like, I would have kids, but deep down maybe they didn't want kids, or deep down, like, you know, they were just like, kids, I'm not that crazy about them. But person A really, really, really wanted kids. So now, say like they ended up getting married, and now all of a sudden, or like they've been in a long-term relationship, and now all of a sudden person A is like, yeah, like, let's go have kids, and then all of a sudden person B is like, oh wait, no, I actually don't want kids. So it's like person B was like stringing on person A for a very long time and building this foundation that's not stable, because essentially it was built on lies, or just like, I mean, I feel like person B wasn't really lying, like there's no deceiving, but they weren't being honest that they didn't want to have kids, and they made person A think that they wanted kids. And then they built this foundation with them, and then when it got to the point of wanting to have kids, now person B is like, oops, I should have backed out a while ago, or I should have told you the truth a while ago. And then that caused the tower moment. Now that's a very specific scenario, and that's not going to resonate for everyone, but like, it's something like that, where I don't see deception. Like, I don't see a lot of deception, but whatever this tower moment was, I feel like it could have been avoided, but I don't think it was out of pure deception. But this tower moment could also have just been that the world like literally fell apart for person B, and they realized that they have to offer person A something more stable. Person A also seems like they would have a lot of options, and like they just seem kind of popular, or like just very beautiful, and or maybe a lot of people gravitate towards them, because it's making me think of like the queen bee, and how the queen bee has like a million workers, or a million bees revolving her. So it's just making me think like person A could definitely like have a lot of suitors or whatever. I think either person A wants to reveal something to person B, or they're waiting for something to be revealed. And maybe that's what it's talking about with the answers you need are coming. Interesting. Let's look at the mutual energy between the two of you. Oh, we have victory and success with the number 6. Ooh, and we have patience with the number 14. Wow, and 14 adds up to 5, so that's literally like 5 and 6. January 4th, or like June 14th could be someone's birthday. Patience and victory and success. The mutual energy is, I think both people are holding out for each other. They're waiting, not like actively waiting, because we already talked about person A like doing their own thing, but I think they're like, they have this person in the back of their mind. Like, both people are thinking about each other, both people are staying patient about each other. I think both people want this relationship to work out, and they both want to be victorious and successful. Maybe you gotta wait for the right timing, or like both people are waiting for the right time to communicate with each other, or it's even like we can't rush into a situation. Because this could also be a scenario where you're currently with this person, and one person just wants to move a lot quicker than the other. So like, say person A really wants a relationship, but person B is a little hesitant because they like don't want to move too quickly. They don't want things to fall apart because they're moving too quickly. And that would make sense on how they're only giving out small offers at a time, because they don't want to rush into something. And I also feel like person A thinks person B is hiding something because maybe they don't want to be in a full committed relationship right now, or person A just thinks person B is hiding something. But I think taking it slow is a good option if this is somebody you're dealing with. Yeah, for the patience card, I think that one person might want to be taking it a lot faster than the other, but Spirit is encouraging you guys to take it a little slow. Interesting. Okay. Person A could also have like a parental figure or like a mentor that's really influencing them or trying to get them to do a certain thing. Also, I feel like maybe person A wants to pursue higher education. Or person A could be religious. And person B is more of the non-religious person. Person B could have like this mindset of thinking everything is gonna fall apart, or maybe they're kind of pessimistic and they constantly think that like every good thing is gonna fall apart. Because this Tower moment is interesting. It's making me think of somebody that self-sabotages at times because they ruin something that's good by overthinking the situation and like running away from it or just assuming it's gonna fail, so somehow they make it fail. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the time. Also for person A, there could be somebody close to you. Yeah, it could be like this mentor figure or even just like a best friend that you could talk to that would really help you out with like help you out with advice. Interesting. Okay, I think that's everything I see. Let's move these up here. I apologize for that glare. It is kind of annoying. Okay, now we will go in with the tarot deck that you guys chose, and we will look at the more specific details now. So now we will see for group number 4, the person they're thinking of, we're gonna see how they're feeling in their head about group number 4, how they're feeling in their heart, and how they're feeling in their soul about group number 4. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with group number 4's person. Another thing, I feel like maybe person B feels like they could never be good enough for person A. That's like a very random thing I got, because person A is coming through as very, like, just different. Like, they're kind of out of, I feel like they're out of person B's league, but they're also coming through as very, like, abundant, luxurious, fancy, a higher status, higher class of some sort, and person B could think that they don't have enough to offer them, whether that's, like, materially or something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Oh my god, I can't pick these up. So for for group 4's person, how does group 4's person feel about group 4 in their head? Ooh, we got the Ace of Swords. Okay. How does group 4's person feel about them in their heart? Queen of Wands and 6 of Swords. And then how does group 4's person feel about them in their soul? Ooh, Judgment. Wow. I will say, I feel like person B is the person you're thinking of and person A is more you, but again, definitely doesn't have to be. So let's talk about this. So in their head, the person that you are asking about, in their head, they definitely know that they want to communicate with you and they want a sense of clarity with you, or it's like they have some clarity around this situation. With the Ace of Swords, it's a very honest energy. It's very straightforward, and I feel like they've finally come to an understanding of how they feel or what they want out of a situation. I definitely think they want to communicate with you for sure in their head. Whether they're acting on it or not, I definitely think they want to come to some sort of like a resolution with you or communicate with you in some way. They just want clarity, or they just received some sort of clarity about you. In their heart, with this Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords, in their heart, they definitely see you as somebody very beautiful. Like they're very, very, very attracted to you. I just saw 222 on the time. With the Queen of Wands, they're very attracted to you, and they almost put you on a pedestal. And yeah, they think you're too good for them. We were kind of picking up on that here too, especially if you're somebody that's pretty busy, you got a lot going on, you got a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances, a lot of suitors, a lot of people. They see you as somebody that a lot of people find beautiful. Also, hold on, my cat just jumped up here. Go do something else. They love making appearances in the readings. Yeah, so they think like a lot of people find you very beautiful and very physically attractive. And maybe that's another reason they feel like they're not good enough for you. But yeah, they put you on a pedestal. They think you are a baddie with a capital B. So, and then we move on to, so we get these together, the Six of Swords. In their heart, they want to move to a more peaceful situation with you. And I think that's what they know mentally, like mentally and in their heart, they want to have clarity with you, and they kind of just want to move to a more peaceful situation. The Six of Swords talking about moving from a turbulent situation into something more peaceful. So I really think they want to like solve some conflict between the two of you, or even just communicate and just test the waters and see how it's going. But I do think they're longing for you in their heart, or at least longing to reconnect with you. For some of you, if this is a long distance situation, it's possible that they're longing to travel to you and meet up with you, because the Six of Swords also makes me think of overseas traveling. And maybe that's something else that's getting in the way of this relationship. If for some of you, if this is there's a distance involved, I could definitely see how everything we've talked about could apply to the distance. And even the moon, it kind of looks like a journey overseas, and then, you know, them thinking it wouldn't work out because you're long distance. So I could definitely see how that would fit into the situation as well. But yeah, they definitely think you're too good for them. And then in their soul, it's crazy that Judgment came out. 20 could be a significant number, but it's crazy that Judgment came out for how they feel in their soul, because Judgment is all about releasing. It's all about surrendering to the divine and letting go. So I think that as much as they want to communicate with you, they want to see you, and they do have these feelings for you, part of them has surrendered this connection. Like there's no, they're not chasing. And I think both of you are kind of in the same boat where you're not actively chasing each other, but it's like if something was to happen with this person, you'd be open to it. But I don't think they're actively chasing, at least for now. I mean, in the extended, we're going to see how they think you feel, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I definitely see that they have released control over the situation, especially if it's something they can't control. Like if it's a long distance thing, or if like one person wants kids and the other one doesn't. Like that's a hypothetical situation, but it is something they eventually cannot control that. So it's almost giving somebody like kind of surrendering because they can't fully control the outcome to something. Okay, so now let's see what are their intentions, and let's see what are their desires towards you. Their intentions and desires towards group 4. What is this person's intentions and desires towards group 4? what is this person's intentions and desires towards group 4? King of Wands! Whoa! I mean, I think, yeah, there's counterpart energy here. Fire signs could be significant. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Judgment is ruled by Mars, which is Aries and Scorpio. And I don't know what the Six of Swords is. And then Wands again. And then this is just, what is it? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, okay, let's keep going. What are their intentions and desires towards group 4? Wow, Ace of Wands. They definitely want a new beginning with you. Or they want, yeah, they want a new beginning with you. Whether you've had a connection with this person or not, like they want to start something with you. Especially with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, like this is counterpart energy. So they definitely want, they have the desire to be your other half. Something, I just got a random message of how like they think you're out of their league. So it like kind of feeds their ego in the way to be with somebody as beautiful or attractive as you. I don't know if that will resonate for everyone, but it's almost like it makes them feel good to be with you. And I think that they definitely want to have a relationship with you, like some kind of a partnership with you. Okay. I think they are a bit heartbroken. Whether they show it or not, with the Three of Swords, I think that they are a bit hurt that you guys are not where you're, like, where they want you to be. And again, even this patience, you know, maybe things are just taking too long. Maybe you guys are like long distance or something to where you've been waiting for a while and things haven't been working out for you. And I think it's caused some kind of heartbreak with this person. But I think eventually, or not eventually, I think essentially they do want to have a committed relationship with you. Let's see, what are their desires and intentions towards group 4? Can we get anything else? Yeah, Three of Swords, Eight of Swords. They feel stuck. They feel stuck right now. Interesting. Yeah, I do think they want to come forward. Interesting. Oh, you got 2 aces, so they definitely want a new beginning, and I think that they are a bit hurt right now due to the, you know, especially if there is a separation or something going on to where they have to stay patient. I think it is getting to them, even if they won't admit it. Okay, I do have some cards of advice before we end off the reading. We have It's Up to You. We have Sloth, Digital Detox, Recalibrate, Rest, and Recharge. Somebody with the initials D or R could be significant. And then we have Pleiades, Double Mission, Channeling and Uplifting Humanity. Ooh, and wasn't I saying this was a pretty spiritual group? You guys could be part of the same soul family. Digital detox. If you're ever overwhelmed by this connection, I think there's a need for you to take a step back from social media or something else that could be making you upset about this connection. I just saw 1010. But recalibrate, rest, and recharge. Interesting. Okay, I think that's everything I see for you guys here for the YouTube portion of the video. In the extended reading, we're gonna see how they think you feel about them, what they wish they could tell you right now, and what will they do next, any actions, if so, when can we get some time frames and stuff like that. So if this is where I'm leaving you off, then thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, leave a comment if I was able to give you some clarity or if the reading resonated with you. That would truly be like make me so happy. But yeah, I hope you guys take good care of yourselves. I do offer private readings if you're interested. The link to my Etsy is in the description below. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.